One of the largest hate groups in the country is planning a victory parade for the president-elect. As Donald Trump prepares to move into the White House, the KKK is preparing a celebration parade in his honor.
Donald Trump, his campaign is denouncing a show of support from the KKK's official newspaper, as in the Ku Klux Klan. The issue seen here borrows Trump's slogan, "Make America Great Again."
Donald Trump would be best for the job.
For president.
Yeah.
I am a farmer and white nationalist. Support Donald Trump.
Fred Trump, father of Donald Trump. So let me quote, a man named Fred Trump was among those arrested in a massive brawl between KKK members and police at a 1927 Memorial Day parade in New York City. He was not on the side of the police.
Tonight, the fight over Confederate statues is now a flashpoint. In Durham, tearing down a statue honoring Confederate soldiers.
We condemn in the strongest possible terms this egregious display of hatred, bigotry, and violence on many sides. On many sides.
But the president seemed to blame both the white nationalists and the counter-protesters equally. Many of the white nationalists who organized today's rally near a statue of Confederate General Robert E. Lee voted for Trump. Among them,
the communist attackers.
Former Klan leader David Duke. As these horrific scenes of hatred and violence played out,
that protest erupted into hours of violence between organizers and opponents. 32-year-old Heather Heyer was among a group denouncing the protesters. She died when a speeding car struck the crowd. The driver, 20-year-old James Field Jr., was denied bail Monday.
You had a lot of people in that group that were there to innocently protest, and very legally protest, because, you know, I don't know if you know, they had a permit. I think there's blame on both sides, and I have no doubt about it, and you don't have any doubt about it either.
Republican Senator Cory Gardner tweeted, "Mr. President, we must call evil by its name. These were white supremacists, and this was domestic terrorism." David Duke, not happy either.
That were very fine people on both sides.
David Duke over the weekend tweeting a warning to the president. "I would recommend you take a good look in the mirror and remember, it was white Americans who put you in the presidency, not radical leftists."
Excuse me. What about the alt-left that came charging at the, as you say, the alt-right? Do they have any semblance of guilt?
Let
me ask you this. What about the fact they came charging with clubs in their hands, swinging clubs? Do they have any problem? I think they do. So, you know, as far as I'm concerned, that was a horrible, horrible day. Wait a minute. I'm not finished. I'm not finished, fake news. That was a horrible day. I will tell you something. I watched those very closely, much more closely than you people watched it. And you have, you had a group on one side that was bad, and you had a group on the other side that was also very violent. And nobody wants to say that, but I'll say it right now. And what I'm saying is this. You had a group on one side, and you had a group on the other, and they came at each other with clubs, and it was vicious, and it was horrible, and it was a horrible thing to watch. But there is another side. There was a group on this side, you can call them the left, you've just called them the left, that came violently attacking the other group. So you can say what you want, but that's the way it is.
Tonight, a new tweet from Duke, grateful to the president for his words today. "Thank you, President Trump, for your honesty and courage to tell the truth about Charlottesville and condemn the leftist terrorist in BLM Antifa." Here in Charlottesville, one white nationalist told us the president has helped them.
We have never had a president give Nazis the benefit of the doubt. We've never heard a president equate the white supremacy movement, the racists, the bigots, the Nazis, with those in moral opposition to their message. This was an emotional day for millions of Americans because we've never heard a president like this and we've never had a president like this. It's especially emotional for those alive today who survived the Nazis the first time around, and for those whose fathers signed up to go defeat them and save the world. It's especially hurtful for those Americans who don't need to be told what it means to see white men carrying torches on a hot night in the South.
And then they say, is he a racist? Is he a racist?
In this country, we have a fake news media, a lying news media.
And I mean truly dishonest people in the media and the fake media.
The media is a lying machine.
They make up stories. They have no sources in many cases.
The Washington Post, and I should say the Zio Washington Post, we know who controls it.
Or the Washington Post, which I call a lobbying tool for Amazon.
The CNN, which, looks like part of the Israeli government. New York Times.
It's like the failing New York Times, which is like so bad.
These people know no bounds in their hate.
If you want to discover the source of the division in our country, look no further than the fake news and the crooked media.
They are the real hate movement.
And yes, by the way, they are trying to take away our history and our heritage. You see that.
We love our children, and we are not going to stand by while our children lose their precious heritage.
Trying to take away our culture.
Our heritage.
They're trying to take away our history.
You talked about putting America first, which is, by the way, my slogan in 1991.
And we all believe right now in America first.
Over 150 years ago, the United States fought the bloodiest war in her history against herself. As much as 3% of the population of the country died fighting that war, and one of the two sides that fought it was the Confederate States of America. The Confederacy lost the war and was vanquished from history, but what if today, for whatever reason, the Confederacy re-emerged as an independent country again?
We must love each other, show affection for each other, and unite together. And unite together. We must love each other, show affection for each other, and unite together. And unite. Wait a minute, I'm not finished. I'm not finished, fake news. Neo-Nazis, white supremacists, unite together. The KKK. The KKK.
takedown of several demonstrators Wednesday highlights their concern.
They told us that we don't have the right to protest.
No Trump, no KK, no Fascist USA. No Trump, no KK, no Fascist USA. No Trump, no KK, no Fascist USA.